My name is Trenekia Taylor Brown. I'm with the Piedmont Group under Mass Mutual. I am also doing business as Taylor Brown Brokerage and Financial Solutions. But I'm just an open book. I'm open-minded. I go with the flow. I don't care what people think. I'm just me. From a young child, I've always wanted to own my own business because I've wanted to build a legacy. I wanted to work hard and it to pay off, and I always knew that I wanted to bring opportunities to other people. So when you open up businesses, jobs become available to help others, and then being out there in the market helped me to see that even more, because there's a certain way that I want to be treated, and I knew with my business I could show my employees the respect that I've always wanted in the business world myself. I told them this was always my dream to be an entrepreneur. I've always wanted to do my own so that I can make, build a foundation for me and leave a legacy for my kids and open up opportunities for other people. The reason why I decided to move my business to Demopolis is because I was born and raised here, and it's a small town, but I realized that I wouldn't be the person that I am today if I wasn't raised in a small town. I love walking into the banks and the different businesses and someone knowing my name, or everybody feeling like a big family here. But with that being said, when it's a small town, you always know that there's going to be a mentality that people have. I wanted to educate because my mom, I know she did the best she could in raising me, but I also know that if she'd known more or been educated on more, then she'd probably handle things a little bit differently, and I probably would have handled things a little bit differently too. So I wanted to spread the education that I learned just by moving on and going through different jobs and different opportunities. I wanted to bring that financial literacy back to my small town to help open up the minds of the individuals that I grew up with. It was definitely my faith in God. It takes a lot of faith and praying and realizing to just step out there. And I did ask God to guide my steps, and I knew that it was a big risk coming here to a small town to open up a financial literacy, / insurance industry. I knew that it was going to take people, it was going to take a while for people to trust me and see my vision as theirs, or to see that I'm here because I'm genuinely wanting to help a difference. But I did step out there because I knew it was time, and I know there's never the perfect time to. So my faith in God definitely allowed me to to take that step and to realize that this was going to be now or never. It's definitely hard being a mother and juggling a business. My kids sometimes don't understand why when I come home my job doesn't end there. And I tell them all the time, as a business owner, I don't clock in. So when a client calls me behind after hours, I have to answer, because it could be very well something important to them, very important to them. And if I don't answer, then that means that I lose their trust. They don't feel like I'm there for them. So it never really stops, and I can't turn it off. So I've had to explain to them, I'm trying to, if I can give a business 40 hours, why can't I give you and my kids and myself 60 or 80 hours? This is something I'm building to trying to create a legacy for you all. So it is really hard, but I think that they're finally starting to understand that my job just doesn't stop. It will get better, but right now it's just the beginning. So I'm going to have to give it everything that I have in order to be successful. Having a business affects everybody around you, because not only are you making sacrifices, everybody else has to make sacrifices. Like I say, even my kids, I have to teach my kids. I have a 4-year-old. Even she says, "Mommy, are you going to work today? Or why can't you stay at home?" Or they don't understand that, on a Saturday, whereas if I was working, a normal job where it was a 8 to 5 or 9 to 6, I could have all weekends off. But if a client calls or something important comes up, I'm the owner of the business, so I have to make sure that it's handled. So my kids have to realize that sometimes I have to, take away a little bit of time from them and compensate on the other end. And having a husband also is a juggle too, because I have to make sure that I put my husband on my calendar. Sometimes you can get so busy that you don't even put, you're thinking so much about the business that you forget about date nights or family time. So it's a sacrifice that everybody has to, it's a sacrifice on everybody's end, and it takes support from all different directions. I help people build a financial plan for their life. I find out where they are financially right now and where they're trying to be. I help them achieve their financial goals. I help them reach their retirement. I help them invest, so I help them accumulate investments. I help them to save. I help them to take the risk off the table. And when I say take the risk off the table, there may be products like life insurance. When I say invest, there may be annuities or different products we have to where they can accumulate money by investing. Or to save, I may help them with a budget. Or also to help them with different things in the market, retirement. We have, different products where you can put money in now and you can have a guaranteed income, kind of like a pension plan for the rest of your life. So I tell people I help you if you live too long or if you leave here unexpectedly. Okay. It's very important to have retirement, especially the life is unpredictable. None of us ever predicted that we'd be dealing with a virus or infection, COVID. And there are people right now that probably were thinking about retirement before COVID kicked in, and they're not able to retire because they don't have enough money set aside to live or to pay their bills after retirement. When you retire, your income, your regular income stops from employment, and you're depending on Social Security, and sometimes Social Security is just not enough. So you have to have diversified, and when I say diversified, you have to have put your money in other baskets. A lot of jobs now, they don't offer pension plans, so you need to make sure that you have invested your money and put your money somewhere to where it's a guaranteed income stream that can take you through the rest of your years of retirement. Because I don't know about you, but me, I want to be sitting on the beach somewhere traveling. I want to enjoy my retirement. So it's very important that you have put a plan in place for that in advance. The younger you start, the better. I can say that. If you started, right out of school, 20, you can almost, double, triple what you would have had if you started at a younger age. I do tell people it's never too late, but you can start out with small investments today, whereas if you wait till later, those investments double by the month. So the people who have started, that start out at an early age, they are way ahead of the others. And what people don't realize is that interest is compounded. So when you lose money, you can never really fully, it takes years to get that money back that you've lost. So if you're investing earlier, you may lose something, but you have way more years to recap or to regroup with what you've lost. I would tell them first, put a business plan. You have to have, first you have to have a vision. And then once you have a vision, you have to have a plan. And once you have a plan, you have to put it on paper. Because it's nothing like writing something on paper. It's just like would you travel to somewhere you've never been, California or Alaska, without a GPS? If you don't know where you're going, then you can't get there. So I would definitely say, first you have to have a vision. You have to believe it, and then you have to put it on paper. And you have that paper, that plan may change, but at least you have a foundation to start out with, and that helps you sometimes when things don't go the way as expected, or it helps keep you in line to accomplish those dreams. So I would just definitely say have a dream and put it on paper and believe in yourself. I can be reached in several ways. I prefer my cell phone. That way you can always reach me. And my cell phone number is 334-318-1457. The actual business telephone number is 334-654-5111. And also you can reach me by my email address, which is TrenekaTaylor@financialguide.com.